Luvbugs, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm bringing you is my first time on an Amtrak train. So I'm headed back to New Orleans for a little bit of time, and I thought I'd take you with me on my first train ride. So if you're interested in this video, please continue to keep watching. Bye. So like I was saying in my intro, this is my first time riding the Amtrak train. So I'm riding it to New Orleans because instead of driving 6 hours, I'll rather ride and be there by like 3 this afternoon. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna try to show you the snack train, the dinner cart, try to see if I can show you the roomettes for 2 people, which is like a bedroom that has bunk beds or a full bedroom. So I'm gonna show you as much as I can while I'm on this train. Like I said, this is my first time going and coming back on a train. We'll see how this goes. Yes, I sound congested. It's early in the morning. I got a little itch in the back of my throat. I've already taken some medicine for it, so now I need to get some breakfast. But if you're interested again, please continue to keep watching. All right, Luvbugs, we're about to get on the train. So this is the Amtrak station. This is where the train will be picking us up at, and where everyone is down there with the bags, that's where they're picking us up at. Come on. Alright, so this is my first ride and I'm a little nervous. There's the tracks. So I got something to eat and everything. My car is like right here, so I'm probably gonna get back in my car and just wait. And you also have to pay for parking, because if you don't, your shit will get towed. Seriously. The train isn't supposed to be here till 6:40. So I'll try and get like an arrival. Sorry. So yeah, but all right. Coaches. Sleepers are located at the rear. Well, I respect everything. It's just no fun. Yeah. I should have put on the bubble coat. Thank you, sir.
New Orleans, 2 cars down.
All right.
What's it?
New Orleans.
Okay, next car. Where you going?
Upstairs?
It look like it.
Come on, let's just go and go over here. Oh hell no, I don't like this.
They don't have a snake. Take your time. I'm not going to tell you.
Hang on. Excuse me, madam.
Yes.
Was there someone up here to help?
We could have put our stuff up here.
Yeah. Some of it up there, yeah.
Look at my bag.
How do we know where to sit?
Right.
Just grab a seat.
We're on the second floor. These are the restroom, y'all. This is the bathrooms. They're a little outdated, and yes, it's shaky. The last bathroom was a little nasty, but you're gonna see two versions. And then they have like toilet paper down there, everything. So yeah, and then right here is where you store your luggage at. And it's another one on the other side, but yeah, so. And then somewhere in here is a snack cart. I'm gonna go find it right now so that we can go ahead and get this all over with because I'm going back to sleep. See you in a minute. Hey love bugs, I'm sorry to drop in like this, but I will be providing a little bit of commentary throughout this video. Just trying to give you some facts or information or just some things I would like to share with you all about my ride through, you know, Amtrak from Memphis to New Orleans and coming back from New Orleans to Memphis. So, as you can see in the prior clips, I was a little nervous. I was a little scared. And my anxiety was about to start shooting through the roof. But I managed to like play it off and be calm about things. So as you can see, we boarded the train and we put our luggage on these luggage shelves below us. There is maybe 9 shelves. So we all kind of like got our stuff on the shelf and then we proceeded to go upstairs. Once we got upstairs, I was a little disheveled again because I didn't know if it was assigned seating or open seating. So once we got up there, it was a guy that rides the train all the time. He stated that it was open seating. So I pretty much found a seat where I wanted to sit, sat down, and then started to decompress because my anxiety was like, it was slowly going up. It was slowly going up. But once I sat down, got settled in, everything was fine, okay? But it was definitely a process. There was no one there to explain anything. There was no one there to ask questions to. So it was kind of like either you ask the people getting on the train with you as if they were experienced riders, or you just kind of figure it out and go with the flow. So I kind of did a little bit of both, okay? So.
We want to go and come to your own convenience.
Downstairs this way?
Yes, ma'am. All right. It's going to be $2.25, please.
All right, like I was saying, so I do want to talk about the journey that it took to get to the snack cart. As you can see from the previous content that you saw, it was definitely a feat to get to the snack car and the observation car, because the observation car is on the top and then the snack is on the bottom. Snack car is on the bottom. It was definitely a feat. If you saw that and you saw the shaky footage and how I was praying all the way through. because you're trying to move as the train is going forward. It's shaky, it's going a lot of miles per hour, and you're having to go through certain cars, like go through complete cars to get to where you need to go. But I did make it. By the time I got there, I was so shocked and struck, like all I could think about was champagne. I didn't get any food, I didn't get anything else but champagne and gummy bears. But I did have snacks in my bag, so it kind of helped. I had Cheez-Its, chocolate covered almonds, and Oreos. So I had to have a drink to take the edge off. It was champagne, and I threw, well, it was Prosecco, but I threw orange juice on it and kind of made like mimosas. But it was definitely something funny and a sight to see. I'm glad I got to try it, to say I did it. Yes, but will I be doing that again? No, I will have everything I need in my backpack because that was crazy. That scared so much out of me that I didn't even make it to go see the dinner car where you could sit down at a nice table, order meals, and just eat and watch the scenery. I did not make it. I got scared because then that was another 2 cars back. I can't do it. I can't do it. I tried, okay? I really tried. But yes. Have at it. So it was definitely a process, but I just wanted to explain that to you like after you saw it. It was a lot. I'm still frightened at thinking about how it took me to get there. Whew. And here we are. Anytime you see this much body of water on both sides of you, you know you are getting closer to Louisiana. So this right here scared the bejesus out of me because all of this body of water. And we kept hitting this amount of water all the way up until we got to the actual train station where we detrained. But this was crazy. I seen alligators in that water. I seen as many as 3 alligators. Yeah, crazy. I know. But yeah, so just wanted to let you know we're getting closer. And then also look how tall some of the houses are. Like, they look like they're on stilts. And we have made it. We're not at the station yet, but we are getting very close to the station. Welcome to New Orleans. Alright, love bugs, so now I am back. I am here to tell you how long it took for me to get from Memphis to New Orleans. It took about, I'd say, the ticket said 9 hours and 35 minutes, but we actually got there an hour ahead of time. I'm gonna be real with you, they was hitting corners. That train was going fast, very fast. But it said it takes 9 hours and 35 minutes. We actually got there an hour early, okay? So right now you are looking at, I don't know if you can see it, you are looking at the train stops, the fresh air stops, and all of that. So from Memphis, we made several stops. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stops in between Memphis to New Orleans. So we stopped at Marks, Mississippi, Greenwood, Mississippi, Yazoo City, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, Hazelhurst, Mississippi, Brookhaven, Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi, and Hammond, Louisiana, okay? Now those are the stops, and every time they stop, you get a fresh air stop, which is kind of doubling as a fresh air for you because you're already on the train and they're actually loading on new people to go to the stops that are either ahead of you or New Orleans. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I chose not to get off at any of the fresh air stops because I'm gonna be honest, I'm self-aware. I will walk off of a train, probably end up in a, what do you call it, gift shop, or just sit down somewhere on the phone thinking about something else and forget what I'm supposed to be doing. That tends to happen when I'm riding on flights or whatever. So I chose not to get off at any of these stops and just stay where I was and enjoy the ride. Now, the 9 hours was not bad because when we left, it was 6:40 a.m. in the morning. So I tended to sleep on and off, but I did go to the snack car and get some things and just chill until we got there. So yes, 9 hours and 35 minutes was the supposed time because we got there around 3 something, but we actually got there an hour early. So those are the stops. Now coming back, it was supposed to be 9 hours as well, but we made it back 30 minutes early, which was great too. But my only issue was I have been having problems. I thought it was my starter, but turns out it was my battery because when I got back, my car was completely dead. Thank God for the nice man, Brian, at the Memphis train station. He jumped my car for me. He had a machine in his car. He jumped my car and everything. So I got to go back and take Brian something for that because I truly appreciate it. When I got back and by the time I got him to help me, it was 10, almost 11 o'clock. And he didn't have to help me at all. But that was the issue. And I had to change the battery. Yeah, I bought a new battery and all of that. Paid to put it in. Long story, whatever. But yes. So as far as the traveling, I enjoyed sitting back, riding, not having to stop, get gas or anything like that. So I was very happy with my experience there and back. We had a little hiccup because after we picked up some people in Jackson, it was a big old group for a birthday party. Half of them sat in the front and half sat in the back. So they were kind of screaming and cussing at each other, talking about taking shots, which is fine. But that was a little early in the morning. But I guess it was 5 o'clock somewhere, y'all. But yes, did not have a problem with that. I wanted to go ahead and basically talk about the seating options. So at first, when I was booking my ticket, I had no clue about seating options. So I had to do a little digging to see what was what. So what you see me boarding, the coach train, okay? There's different cars, but I was on the coach car, okay? So that is pretty much 2 seaters. It's 2 seats next to each other on a row. There was plenty of leg space. There was plenty of tray space. There are leg rest on the back of the chair where you just push a button and you pull it down, or you can use your feet, whatever you're comfortable with. The chair reclines, and also they have like a little piece of the chair that comes up like a recliner, but it only covers like your calf area. There are plugs like around the windowsill for you to charge your phone or anything like that, or if you want to use a computer. Above you, if you don't want to put your luggage on a luggage shelf below, you can put it above you upstairs if it fits. For me, it didn't fit my luggage, but it did fit my backpack when needed. So, or you can do like a little small duffel bag, like a weekender duffel bag, but anything bigger than that, you would probably need it to put it on the shelf below. Like I was saying, I had no problem with coach. Next time, will I probably try something different? Yes, I'll probably do a roomette, but I have no problem with coach. Coach ticket going was only like $113, and then coming back was $136. But as you get up in your room options, the price tends to do, you know, fluctuate. So there are 6 total options for rooms, okay? I'm gonna try to get this correct without looking. So you have the coach option. Then you have your room with, you know, for travelers with disabilities. You have your roomette. You have your bedroom. You have a family room, and you have the family suite. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of specs on it. Where's my phone? Down here. Sorry. So I pulled it up, and I want to give you a little bit of specs. So the coach is what you saw me sitting in, which was open seating, 2-seater rows, very spacious, had no problems. I actually loved coach. Now going again, before I get into this, I will probably, because I see myself traveling more to New Orleans. So going, I would probably do coach. Coming back, I probably would do a roomette. Okay, so you've already seen what the coach has to offer, okay? So before we get into that, and also the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 room options you have, you will be in a car by yourself with only people who have these options: the roomette, the bedroom, the family suite, the accessible for the, you know, riders with disabilities. All those are kind of in one car or a couple cars together. They have their own private bathroom, shower, all of that. Plus they also get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert options included in their tickets. They also get the first class assistant or attendant, which tends to check on them, make sure they're okay. If it came to a point where the rooms needed to be turned down or flipped, they would literally come in and change the rooms over from a, you know, regular seater to your actual bedrooms. And I will post the pictures as I go along to let you kind of see what is what. Because I couldn't make it to those cars, but a couple people did, and then they got in trouble, so then they had to come over the loudspeaker and say, hey, you're not supposed to use those if you're in coach. So I kind of stayed away. I didn't want to get in trouble or anything of that nature. But, so the first option is a roomette. A roomette is for, come on phone. A roomette is up to 2 adults. Now I'm going to show pictures on the screen of before, you know, when you first get in and when they have to change over the room, okay? So it's for 2 adults. First, you start off like this. You're sitting face to face with your person against the window, okay? And then it changes over into a bunk bed situation where the seats turn into a bed, and then the other bed tends to fold down off of the side of the train. But it's for up to 2 adults. You can fit your suitcases in it. In the car that you're in for a roomette, you do have access to a shower and a bathroom, but they're luxury, so they're a little bit more spacious and you can shower. You get complimentary meals, you get the priority boarding, you get the lounge access, and the first class attendant. So, because they flip your room to change it for you. So, you'll see on this side of the screen, you will see the before option. On this side, you will see once the room has been flipped and changed. You will see that option, okay? So, your next option is a bedroom. This is for more people with like a boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, whatever you want to call it, but you have children. So a bedroom, also, you get the first class attendant, you get complimentary lounge access, priority boarding, and you get complimentary meals, okay? Now this has 2 times the space of a roomette. This is up for 2 adults and children. You get an in-room shower and an in-room restroom when you get a bedroom, okay? And you will see the pictures of the before and after before the turn down service, okay? The next room is a bedroom suite. Again, you get the complimentary boarding, the first class attendant, the priority boarding, and the complimentary meals. Now this room is up to 4 adults. 4 adults, so that means 2 adults and a ton of kids, I'm just saying. And you have room for 3 to 4 suitcases within this room. It has an in-room restroom and an in-room shower, okay? Again, you will see the pictures as to what they look like before and after. I have those posted. Then the next option, again, you get the first class attendant, complimentary lounge access, priority boarding, and complimentary meals. Now the family room holds up to 2 adults and 2 children. All of them can deal, with children. But this turns into a 4-bed room. Sets of 2 bunk beds, okay? You have an in-car, but this one does not have the bathroom and shower within. It probably just has the sink in it from what I'm looking at. Just has the sink in it, and it doesn't have a bathroom in it. So you have to use the shower and the bathroom primarily that is provided within that car. Yes. So then after that, the family room, you have the room that's accessible for individuals with disability. It is just pretty much where they make it accessible for them to get in and out of the room with no problems. If they have electric carts or anything of that nature, they could use that as well on the train. I would be very scared because the train is moving when you're moving, so I probably would stay stationary where I'm at. And it holds up to 2 adults, 1 to 2 suitcases. It has in-room restroom and an in-room shower. And if it doesn't have the shower in it, it's the super liner that is nearby that they can use the shower in there as well. So again, I will post those pictures on the screen to let you know what is what and what to expect. Now, I was not able to make it to that train where the options were, where you could see it, because I got scared. I tried the snack train. And the process of me getting to the snack train, I had to go 2 cars back while the train was moving. And then I had to go through the observation deck into the basement of that car. And then there was the concession stand and everything for that. That was a little nerve-wracking, and you will see that. That was pretty nerve-wracking. That was really nerve-wracking. But yes, while I have you here, I want to share 2 things with you that you need to make sure. If you're riding Amtrak, you need to make sure that you know if they're charging for parking. If you're driving and leaving your car in the parking lot, you need to verify whether or not you have to pay for parking. Because when I left downtown area in my area, they are charging for parking. It took me $95 for Friday to Sunday. $95 for my car to be there. And they will tow your car if you do not pay for parking. Your car will be towed. I'm not even gonna play with you. I'm not gonna hold. So please pay for parking. Second thing, they do not play about the boarding times or the leaving times, okay? So the train left at 6:40 a.m. The train got there early. They pushed off all the people that needed to be pushed off in Memphis, and they started loading like that. There was no in between, there was no break, there was nothing. They started loading, and at, I want to say, before 6:40, we were already slowly taking off. Okay? So get there, like they say. If you're leaving at 6:40, get there 30 minutes early. If you're with no assistance, you don't need any assistance getting on the train. 40 minutes if you do need assistance. Me personally, I got there an hour ahead because this was my first time. I have a lot of questions. I am nervous, so I'd rather be early than right on time, okay? And it worked for me. Also, when you're on your fresh air stops, please stay close to the train. We had someone that almost got left because once they sound that whistle from that fresh air stop, that means everybody needs to be on the train. One lady almost got left, and the conductor got on the speaker and said, do not go in buildings, do not go on the side of the buildings, do not go behind the buildings, stay where you can see the train and we could see you, because you would get left. And he said it exactly like that. So those are my early tips, okay? All right, love bugs, we have reached the end of the video. I know it might not have been that much of a video or too long of a video, but I just would like to say my experience overall was a 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend. I would tell anyone to try the train at least once. I know I will be going to New Orleans more than I've thought about, you know, for certain reasons that I am very happy about, but I would recommend getting on the train and going to New Orleans. I feel like it's great scenery, even though, yes, you're going through Mississippi, so it's more like country, farms, and, you know, scenery. And then when you make it to New Orleans, it's mainly water. That part will freak you out because it's literally at one point there's water all around you, and you see alligators in the water. I saw like 3. But I would definitely recommend. I would not play with those boarding and leaving times. Get there at least an hour and something ahead. That way you could kind of get there, get settled, and just prepare yourself for the hustle and bustle of getting on, getting seated, and figuring out if you're going to go to a snack car, whatever the case may be. I would recommend you get there early. Other than that, I had no complaints. I'm tall, so as far as the bathroom situation you saw, there was one really dirty and there was one really clean. Yes, they are outdated, but they still worked. You can still wash your hands in the sink. There was tissue provided, there was paper towel provided, all of that. Like I said, I'm tall, so me standing in the bathroom, my head was literally touching the ceiling and my knees were at the door, but it still served its purpose. I was able to tinkle, even though I have a phobia of public bathrooms and don't like to use public bathrooms. I couldn't go the whole 9 hours without using the restroom. Plus I had Prosecco, so at some point I was going to end up using the restroom, but it got the job done. And just make sure you take wipes, sanitizer, and things like that so that you can feel more comfortable. Again, I would highly recommend a train ride. It also goes to Chicago. Coming back, I learned that they were headed to Chicago. They would have been there probably a day and a half later or so, but please take a trip on the Amtrak. It is cool, it is fun, it is an inexpensive or a less expensive way than air travel. If you can get to the places that you need by train, I highly recommend, and I will definitely be on the train again. All right, love bugs, thank you so very much for watching my channel. I thought this would be a cool video because this was my first time, so it's kind of like I'm taking you all along with me and you're seeing some of the things that I did and getting some more information, because when I considered taking the Amtrak, I didn't have anything. So it was like I had to go digging on the website, plus I had to figure out some things on my own. But all in all, it was a great ride. When I got there, I had a great weekend and I returned back safely. So again, love bugs, thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos, and until next time, bye.